Hello guys. Bet y'all thought I forgot. We're running a little late. We're waiting on people to get on with us. As you all know, this is something that we're gonna be wanting to do once a month, and we're gonna do this once a month. So in order for you to participate, in order to participate, you have to, well, it'd be nice if you could subscribe and comment so we know that you're there. Especially for the clairvoyance part of it. Hi there, Hoodoo Mama. Hi there, Rebel Child. Thanks for logging on. I'm still running late. I'm getting my candles ready. So as I do that, we're writing also names down of people that aren't able to join us, but they need prayer. I have them all down. One of the people we'd like to pray for also is Sancista Brujo Luis, which his family is from Puerto Rico, and we are sending distant hi there. So let's keep them in mind in our thoughts. As this goes, this video keeps playing, I'm gonna step out of the light for a bit while I get my candles prepared, because I'm still like sweating and getting everything together. Oh, that's good, Hoodoo Mom. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Oh, we did
awesome. Great energy. Yes, we did. So I'm going to leave you here with Michael. He can talk to you guys for a bit while I get everything ready. You guys, as we're speaking, you can also get your things ready as well. So I need one more candle to get prepared, and I'll be back. Here we go, love. And set that up for you.
These are the kinds of things on paper that we've written. We're not mentioning names of family members and certain clients, but they're road openers, certain removing negativity to stop certain things from happening. You know, there's certain circumstances, but in particular, Sancista Brujo Luis. And I wrote prayers for Puerto Rico. He has family there. No doubt that he's been and travelled over there to see how bad the disaster is. A huge shock, really, because you build a life there. He leaves to a certain other area to where he currently lives, and they build a family of love and unity and strength, and for that to be their family and life to be completely destroyed is a devastation. But I know that Brujo Luis on his channel would say, if you still have your family and love, you can rebuild a home again. So I mentioned Hurricane Irma and Hurricane Maria being disasters, and practically being a humanitarian crisis for Colombia, the Caribbean areas, even Florida. Mexico had their own tragedy of earthquakes, but Irma and Maria happened to hit Puerto Rico twice, so it was a devastation for them. As I mentioned, the Colombia and Caribbean areas and Florida, these are the types of things we're going to be mentioning when the work begins, as Belinda is preparing certain things. You can hear her rummaging around. I'm not going to forget Hurricane Harvey either. The first hurricane to hit America. Disaster was Corpus Christi, Houston, and moving up through Louisiana. Those are areas where people are suffering through tropical storms, flooding, damage to their property, damage to their business, money lost, and some of the elderly of the family and certain people who are prideful of their homes and the things that they build, they recognise that their families are, and the unity and love is the main thing, but it's still, you can't stop them from feeling devastation for their livelihood, their businesses, the material side, because that's what they've grown and built up through all their strength and commitment over the years. If anybody is feeling as if a message is going to come their way, I do feel that what I'll do is I'll connect to spirit for whatever's going to come out. If it's, for example, they have got a sick mother or father, and I do feel as if anybody who's got a sick parent right now and they're in need of support, then if you can take that message, please do comment to me at this moment in time. Or if anybody as well, because I do have a set of live-in parents and a set of other parents in spirit world who, one, whether it be father or mother, might have passed through an illness. So if anybody can take that at the moment, then please do, because I do feel that just because we have a set of parents who have passed spirit through illness doesn't necessarily mean they won't come through to let a certain person know about the warnings and the trials that they're going to have to go through with their living parents who are actually alive. They always tend to come through the same experiences. So if there's anything like that, if there seems like to be also a financial struggle at the moment, and when things are up, there's certain like a slippery slope, I do feel as if that's going to come for somebody. But I think we're all going through that at this moment in time. I have got spirit talking to me actually right now, and there is very much a need for a big amount of energy being cast to the universe for spirit to hear our prayers and our thoughts. And when we do this afternoon, when Belinda's ready, and she will be very soon, yes. I do want you to get all your candles ready, your petitions. You even engrave your petitions and names of people on the candles, ready for Belinda to take the lead in a moment's time. There's a lot of people already commenting already. A lot of people saying, good to see you. Hello to... Well, I will mention people who have come up. So we have Rebel Child Tarot, Hoodoo Mama, Marie Layton, Carmen Taylor, River Hawk, Miss Teacup, Lady Moonrider. Have I mentioned Carmen Taylor already? Yes, I have, but good to see you. Lily De Hader. I don't know, but that's another person out here. Also, Eclectic Goddess, who we saw yesterday. Eclectic Goddess for Amethyst Creole Dove.
Did you want the oils?
No. River Hawk. And that's it. Those people are up. Hey, Hoodoo. Nice to see you again, and better than yesterday. It's when we're feeling really sick and feeling illness. We kind of... I know what you're like. You kind of don't stop with your spiritual work and your spells for other people. You have to just get on with it, really. But I know that bad weather over there tends to make us feel a little bit... crap inside, and when thunderstorms happen, my bones start aching and my muscles start aching as well. My knees start creaking.
And man syndrome comes in.
Yeah.
Man flu comes in.
Man flu comes in, but we kind of sense the weather before it even comes. So those prayers, and like I said, San Sister Brujo Louis, as he comes out to reveal to us that there is, he even come out to even reach out to us with what we're going through, but even though he's feeling the emotion of his family in Puerto Rico, it's very much a devastation, humanitarian crisis. We have to reach out to people who need our help. It's not reaching out to people who aren't going through the pain. It's reaching out to those who are suffering. We say, if people are coming forward already, that's good, but we have to, if we can't identify these people who are going through upset, this is the type of thing we're going to be doing, a healing service of witchy love, witchy prayer, witchy energy. And I do feel that strength and energy building up right now, and I'm feeling it keeps going off, so please just forgive us for that. It's a busy phone. Some are just irrelevant phone calls, so we just don't like those. So anybody who's coming through with an illness right now, I know that you have that right now, Hoodoo, but anybody in spirit who are mother and father who had difficulties, if you've got mother and father who've passed the spirit who you might think might be coming through through me to tell you to keep strong and push forward, please take that reading that I'm talking about now, because we do have our parents close by with us, and we must believe that our parents are with us in that energy, and especially if we've had a good positive connection, that's it's even stronger. If we've had negative, it's a chance for people to reconcile and forgive and let go and move forward. So Belinda's nearly done. She's got certain things ready to go. If there's anything you would like to mention in the comments about certain disasters, obviously you've got your earthquake in Mexico. You've also got terrorism. Terrorism is something that cannot be, we cannot accept it. It's becoming more and more the everyday thing, but it doesn't mean we can get used to it and accept it. We must not tolerate it. We must be strong and beat this terrorism, because someone saying it is in the name of their deity is absolutely sick in mind, body and spirit. We must pray for their mind, body and spirit, because they are sick in mind, body and spirit, and we can't judge them for that. We can't battle them. The best way is to let the universe and the gods and goddesses deal with it. Someone, I can't pronounce it, my island, Puerto Rico. Somebody is commenting already about their live. It's going on and off, so bear with us. So someone's saying my island, Puerto Rico, and our thoughts are indeed with those people there, as it is a humanitarian crisis. People unable to cross the bridges as they've collapsed, people unable to travel, their cars might be destroyed or abandoned, homes abandoned, people are crossing the water, and if you've got animals, horses, then you're very lucky, but they've seen children and women and men. All one country in this world, no matter how bad the situation. It is a bad connection on and off, so please bear with us. Illness of elderly, illness of children, illness of anybody going through certain bad things at the moment. Parkinson's, dementia, they're all killers. They're all things we're kind of trying to find in the science of research to cure, but we're not quite got there. But all we can do is educate the scientists that us spiritual people, spiritualists, witches, or anybody of any kind who is of a spiritual nature, can educate them more that life after death is a miracle. It's an absolute miracle, an absolute gift being given to all human life, all animals and humans, that we live after we die, and that is something that the gods and goddesses didn't have to give, but they did.
Yes.
For a personal journey. My mum's schizophrenia. Can you send healing? There's people, definitely. As I mentioned, the illness of parents from spirit. There might be two people, mother and father, just representing illness for mother and father of people who are living. So they're just coming forward to give healing to those
Miss
who
Ramona,
are.
put Ramona there too, because I know she.
Who?
Ramona, just put Ramona. I know the last name.
So if there's anything you want to add to that, Belle, as we've mentioned certain bad things that go on, we can't. What's it called? Judge people, but we can about their bad things. It's the path they choose, but we can eradicate terrorism, eradicate crime as much as possible.
And that happens by changing oneself. Okay, people talk about changing the world, and the only way we're going to do is by changing our train of thought. This is what I was talking about before, where you need to expand your train of thought and don't just think about. You're very welcome, Sancista. Tell him thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Expanding your train of thought.
I can't. It's live.
Okay, we'll message him later. This is what I mean about thinking about others, not just your circle, right?
I'll give a prayer to.
He's gonna be writing names down as I'm speaking.
Gonna give
putting names out.
A prayer to River Hawk, as you said, your dad has cancer at this moment in time, and it may not necessarily mean.
She's the one that I already have your boys right here. The depression right here. That's them right there on the top of the page.
Right.
Like I was saying, when we change our train of thought and help our fellow brother and sister, even if it's down the street or on the other side of the world, which is impossible for a lot of us, but if we can help the bum on the street or the neighbor that is struggling with like 5 or 6 kids, the situation that they're in, and you have an extra plate of food, or you have that extra money to give, or whatever, what is it that is holding us from helping our fellow brother? What is it that people have become so selfish and indulged in themselves that all they care about is or how much more I have, or how much better I am, how much prettier I am, how long I have my nails, how short I have my hair, how many wrinkles I have, or whatever. People have become so egotistical that this is why the world is where it's going to. We've stopped thinking about each other and helping fellow man and bringing reverence to Mother Nature and taking care of the earth for our children. And I don't want to take a hippie look in this, but I'm very much a hippie in that sense too, where I respect Mother Nature.
My goddaughter is going through a hell of a time emotionally and mentally. We'll be mentioning...
Give us your first name. Just your first name if you wish.
So that's eclectic goddess, isn't it? For...
Yes.
Okay.
So...
We both, and you guys, didn't have to choose to be light givers, loving people, but if people cross the line and they hurt certain people who we love, then we have to take the certain steps, because it isn't always the authority and police and the courts that can take a stand. We have to take a stand for our witchy energy, and they have to show those who do bad the consequences, and that is through our deity, with the permission and authorization from our deity.
Mama's name, Angela. Put Angela for mental health, babe.
Yeah.
You're very welcome, guys.
No, this is weird, because I think this is a mother and father illness healing prayer today, because they've come through certain people, a particular man and woman. If anybody's got a mum and dad who's passed, they're together, so it's most likely that they're coming through to represent people with severe illnesses.
So guys, as we begin this beautiful circle, this is not a typical casting of sorts. This is the closest thing I could say is a prayer circle. And remember, there's power in prayers. This is why a chain of prayer, you build up that energy and you cast it out, and that energy bubble is going to get big. So as we begin to prepare, I've already asked you guys to do your spiritual baths, to have your candles ready and prepared. Mine are ready to go.
Parents are suffering. Otis Elena just lost my baby brother Michael in a car accident.
Oh my goodness. So
in Cancun,
write them
unexpectedly.
Otis and Elena. Oh my goodness. Our deepest condolences for that, and our prayers go out to everyone, and also our situation as well. So let's just put our energy for everyone. Let's start getting into our meditative state.
Now, this is a great strength that you should be all proud of yourself. We're all going through difficulties at the moment, but yet we still continue to give out our strength to others, no matter, and we don't wobble in our own circle. We release our goodness to others.
His name was Wayne. I'm so sorry for that. I lost my mother about 11 years ago. On Halloween, it's still been her. Yes,
so Riverhawk, your dad is going through cancer too, as well. So your significant
other passed. Her name was Julie. You know, my mama died also, like going on 12 years next year, and there's not a day I don't think of her. And it's still, there's times that I catch myself bawling like a baby, just because there's times like at this moment that I need her so much and I need her to be there, but I know she's with me. That's all we can do. Her name was Julie. Very well. So I'm going to begin. I want you guys to get your candles. They're all ready. They're not lit yet. We're going to light them now. Let's start getting our energy going. Those of us that know how to meditate, and I'm sure that all of you do, start taking your deep breath, and let's get all the same train of thought. Bringing healing and bringing an actual... a miracle to all of these situations. Let's begin. Calling the watchtowers of the east, and we call on the watchtowers of the west, the watchtowers of the north, and the watchtowers of the south. I call on our spiritual ancestors to be with us now, our spirit guides and our deities. Mine is Hecate. You can call on your deity. Stand with us now as we begin this prayer circle for healing and for miracles to happen at this point in time that we need it so. We call on healing for Puerto Rico and Mexico, Florida, Houston. Every person that is on this page, I will mention certain people. I'm calling on the sons of this lady. I have them here. On this other person, Miss Ramona, Sancista, Brujo Luis and his family. And everyone else that has put their petition here, these are going to burn under the candle. So let's raise that energy bubble here. Our candles are ready to go. Spirit be with us now, blessed Hecate. I come before you now asking you to take my hand and stand with me now. As you always have, Hecate, you've never left my side. And you've always put your sword up and shielded all harm that comes from me. Right now I'm asking for you to stand with me in this battle that I have. This battle that I have to bring my children home. This is my prayer. Blessed Hecate, in the same way I'm asking you to bring healing to all those that need healing. To bring happiness to those that are suffering from depression and sickness. To stand with those as we ask you, Mother Maiden and Crone, you that are everything. Everything, you've never let me down. And you've never let so many people down. I ask you with a clear mind, I come to you in perfect love and in perfect trust. As I've already cast the circle here. Michael, continue. I'm going to light the candles now. You guys can begin to light your candles. I want you to call on whatever deity and say your prayers right now out loud in your home. What you're asking for. We have this energy and this circle going right now. So let's begin by lighting our white candle.
And you may see the flame reflecting off my face, because we've got the candle behind the camera, so you might be able to see that flame is just shining now. And the taller the flame, it's a stronger energy, but we might start off with weak candles and then they get stronger as they go through, because it's a tough situation.
And there's a lot of people too,
so as I mentioned, obviously, people going through difficult times, they lose their we lose the baby brother, we lose our moms, and we've got fathers that are going through illness or cancer, all these circumstances, your significant other, and it's a terrible situation that we go through, but we need to push forward and we need to send prayers to very people. So as we send that prayer to our deity of whatever choice or whatever God, masculine and feminine energies, we call upon spirit and those energies with the great spirit, and we ask in mind, body and spirit that we continue to stay strong through our difficulties, and that we send the same energy to those who are suffering. We give a speedy recovery through the healing process for anyone who has passed to spirit world, so that they go on that journey through their path in the world of spirit. We know that the difficulties of certain disasters in spirit world that they feel from the earth plane have been heard.
My hand is burning.
So I send that closing prayer really, because I don't want to push it any further, as Belinda has continued with the prayer and it's been sufficient and we have been heard. I know that everybody else will be of the same feeling on your end.
For a few moments, as my hand is literally burning off the palm of my hand, the energy that's coming out, let's put our thoughts to everyone that's in this circle, including ourselves.
We also have to remember that we must put a protection of love and light from head to toe, as a bubble of love and light. We are surrounded, our aura, our chakras are not connected in any way, shape or form to the negative energies that are around. We know that negative energy must not at all drain us in any way, and I know this can be a draining situation that we're dealing with right now, because we are like Archangel Michael, we are like Goddess Hecate, we are like whatever deity that is of goodness and of strength and of battle. We know that it is a draining situation. They cannot do this on their own. They need the help of us chosen spirit helpers, that unity, that strength, that witchy energy, whatever energy that you are, if you have got that goodness within your spirit, within your mind, to give support to and love and healing to other people.
Get a job. Very good.
We know that these energies can be significant to those in need. And if you're feeling a head rush, if you're feeling the energy building up through you, this is a moment of happiness, not a moment of sadness. We must release from the sadness what we're petitioning about, and remember that the petition of others that are in healing, pain and illness are to be free from that illness. We know that cancer, we know that dementia, we know that Parkinson's, leukemia of children is...
Hold on. I have chills all over my leg.
Illness physically, illness of the mind can affect the spirit. So it is a challenge for the spirit to have to deal with a sick mind and body in this life.
So I'm going to go ahead and close this circle, and I'm thanking the spirit of the watchtowers of the east, spirit of the watchtowers of the north, spirit of the watchtowers of the south, spirit of the watchtowers of the
Somebody else
south
got interrupted. What was that, through the video, or was that actually through was that you actually busy with somebody else?
I close this circle. Blessed Hecate, stay if you will, go if you must. Our spirit ancestors as well, we thank you for being with us. Our ancestors, I thank you for standing with us and still working this. It's going to be a continuous job, and we thank you because you're going to help us succeed in this prayer circle what we have asked. Blessed Goddess Hecate, I adore you and I thank you so much. And I honor you always. So mote it be. You guys, we're going to leave the candles burning. And I'm completely covered in chills from the legs up. And I'm sweating at the same time.
Lady Moonrider, you will be added to the list
yes.
for, as you've just said, that you suffer from depression and anxiety.
Yes. Michael's going to go ahead. We're going to continue going with a bit of the mediumship, as we got to close at about 3:15 because our daughter gets out.
Well, so I've already began the mediumship already, Belle, so I do feel...
I am aware of that, Michael. I am aware of that, but let's continue with that.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and start commenting to see where he feels energy.
I do feel as if someone is going through a difficult time not being able to find an income right now or a job, and this might be a depressive type of thing for them. I do feel as if certain other situations in their life might actually be preventing them from moving forward to motivate themselves when they kind of get their mind motivated so much on finding a job, something else crops up in their life to stop that person from progressing. I kind of say that is the negative energy, but it's a challenge also. It is a challenge to be able to juggle things and multitask things at the same time. I do actually also get a mother in spirit world who has passed as well. So if anybody has lost a mother, this is kind of through illness, somebody who they love so much and had a beautiful connection. And I think there's a beautiful connection spiritually as well.
Yes, everyone.
They're coming forward to give their love and their knowledge. Their knowledge is being... They're saying this person who has a mother that's passed needs to connect with them more because their knowledge is valuable to them in that journey through their witchy energy. Let me just connect a little bit more. Somebody who's just mentioned Moonrider about the anxiety and depression. Somebody's telling me that...
it's still offline. You guys, I hope that if you have to replay this video, go ahead. I don't know. We're having problems too. We're going off and on as well.
We also have to remember that the energy that's used when we're doing these live videos, spirit use the energy and the frequency and the energy waves, and it's very likely that things will come on and off through this journey.
And you may pick
I need to continue with the message that Spirit's given me about anxiety and depression, because they're telling me whoever mentioned about the anxiety and depression, that's kind of an energy that somebody else is, not just you're feeling mentally through the life situations you've been through, but I do feel as if this is an energy that someone's been putting onto you. You're going into their aura, or they're very much that you're socializing with people who have a similar energy, and it's not helping your energy. So it's kind of remembering to put your protection up to that person. Oh, okay. It's YouTube. Yeah. Let me just connect a little bit more. If I do feel as if Spirit, they're not necessarily coming through and identifying themselves. There's more like a crowd of people talking about various situations that the people here, the viewers, have gone through, such as nightmares and having dreams about water. I'm also getting that if we are feeling ill and sick in our work, and we attempt to do spiritual work, it wouldn't be an advantage for you to do spell work until you're well. So hoodoo mama to you, till you're at your best, take a drawback. It's not a selfish thing to do. I would also say that just don't see yourself as feeling as if you're not doing enough if you're ill. You have to accept if you're ill and you're unwell, that's okay. You need to take the time to just relax and then go back to your work. I'm seeing various pathways and decisions that people have to make, and this isn't through your spiritual journey, but through life situations, relationships, living arrangements. I'm seeing a crossroads. Either way, you're going to have to go left or right. This is a dead end for you. You cannot go forward on the path because you've got to make a decision. Once you go left or right, then you can go forward. That's leading you to somewhere, but there's no dropping out of this decision. Shall I do this? Shall I do that? You can't go forward and avoid it. It seems that there are live broadcast problems at the moment. I'm ending the situation with Spirit to letting you all know that if there is financial difficulty right now, it will be of benefit to you in and around the middle of November time. And don't let certain natural things like the weather and the changes of the weather or illness stop you from motivating your mind, body and the spirit to grab opportunities. It's important that you don't let these opportunities slip away, because sometimes they only come once in a blue moon for you. And if someone's making a decision about a car, buying one, I'm being told that it's the right decision to invest in a new one, and you will sell the other car that you currently have. I'm seeing a transformation and change of colours in someone's aura, in someone's dreams. You're changing. No one ever stays the same. They're having that awakening, so accept the changes and the answers will come to you why you suddenly changed to purple instead of reds. You've drastically gone from one end to the other. Light a candle for each other, Spirit is saying, for yourself as well. It's important that we do shadow work on each other so we can be a strong witchy energy. As I end this quick clairvoyance, the thoughts go out to mothers and fathers, aunties, uncles, cousins, anybody who has passed to spirit, children, daughters and sons who have passed to spirit through illness and tragedy as well, accidents, fatalities. They are in our thoughts, and I can reveal that there are people in this crowd together wishing to let you all know they are safe. And someone does come to me called Michael, actually, and it is a younger person, and they're coming through as quite agitated but comfortable in the energy. And I'm seeing an elderly person, lady and an elderly man, taking this Michael in their arms and showing them the ropes. That's what they're saying, want to tell you. They're showing them the ropes. They're teaching. It's like teaching someone how to make a cake. They're showing them the ingredients and how to mix those ingredients. They're showing them what it's all about on the other side.
So
it's tripping big time.
Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Well, hopefully next time. Oh man, we'll have a better frequency when we do this again next month.
It is the energy. It isn't just YouTube, but we will be complaining to them on the survey.
Of course, and continue with your candle. I could tell you that on mine, the one that I really care about is burning really well.
Remembering that our phone is propped up against the candle and the surrounding energies, so it's an interruption as well.
Yes.
Remove it out of the energy itself. It will stop the interference. So remember, we're in that circle of Belinda's candles right now. So if you're in your centre part of your candles, what's going to happen on your end? An interruption.
The energy, yes. Yeah. I only want to show the back. This is my working area.
So as I leave
right now,
as I leave the energies, as Spirit want to say that darkness and light are absolutely essential in that journey. But it is important that darkness has its purpose and light has its purpose.
Yes.
And both sides are equal to destruction, but we must not allow the darkness to dominate the light, because it is important that we choose to be light workers and
blessings.
Balance the energy. You guys
continue this prayer circle going. Let's those of you that are going to watch this after this is over, you can continue going. Start lighting it up when this prayer starts, and put your energy out there, and miracles are going to happen.
And the darkness energy, not all of that energy and spirit and in that dimension are there to assist us. Some aren't there to help us at all. Some are there to actually have a purpose to destruct, and we must be aware of that as well. So in that energy, we send love and light, and I'll leave that for Belinda to close. And I'm very pleased to have had this circle of energy this afternoon.
So like I was saying, continue the prayer circle going, continue burning your candles. And if you get up every time you pass next to your candles, throw that energy back out there, okay? Now, I'm going to ask you guys once again, and I'm pleading with all those that can help donate right now to the GoFundMe. We're going to put it at the end of this video. That's something that people can show appreciation and for services or just for videos. Right now, I'm asking. I rarely do this. Never have done this before this situation occurred. So if you guys would be so kind as to donate whatever it is that you can.
And if there's
many blessings to you guys.
And if there's anything that you'd like to purchase from Belinda's shop,
yes,
in help for your own work,
yes,
there might be Belinda's energy and work, like product for Etsy, her Etsy shop. It'd be etsy.com/shop/Enchanted Bell Witch. And obviously we can exchange purchases from your end if you have product as well.
Yes. So keep this energy going, guys. Keep it going. Let's do it all day long. Let's just keep it going. I know people are going to be playing this video all day long. When they get out of work, it's going to keep going. So this energy is going to keep going for days, even weeks, because every time someone plays this video, that energy is going to be thrown out there. So many blessings, guys. I thank you so much. You have a blessed evening. I love you so much.